All right, just about ready for baseball. And today's starting pitcher, Tyler McGill.
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Ready to go now? Here's the shortstop at the plate, Xavier Edwards. That's outside. And we're underway here this afternoon.
First pitch, 110.
Swing and a miss. Gonna count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there's 1 down.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Stowers measures 6 feet 2 inches. Batting second in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Next pitch is outside. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one popped up. Vientos in position. Makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Take a look at the lineup. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Jonah Bride at the plate and takes high there. Two outs. There's a swing and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And the Marlins down quietly. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Hogan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Here's Juan Soto. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, You'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
1 out, bases empty. And that's downstairs and outside. Next offering way off the plate. And he takes a strike.
The count's full.
One down, base is empty. Warning track, wall, and you can catch them all, baseball man. He'll circle the bases, his second of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And there's a ball.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And that's way high. And the count is 2-0.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
High chopper to third. But it kicks foul. With the shift on, hits right into it. And that takes care of Alonso.
Batting fourth.
Here's a Mets lineup now.
Brandon.
And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Francisco Lindor.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Brandon Nimmo in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
2 outs, base is empty. Not close with that one. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one missed. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swung on, belted. That's back. Into the Big Apple, seats and gone. Wow. He sends it out of here. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 2-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Well, he saw a lot of pitches in this at bat, and in this 3-2 count, he got something he could handle. Wasn't fooled, Did a really nice job in approaching and attacking that baseball.
2 outs, base is empty. Starling Marte getting ready to hit, and that clips the inside corner. Next pitch is downstairs. Ripped on a line. Grabs it on the run. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's 2-zip. You're dialed into the show. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Matt Mervis. McGill back to work.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And Matt is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split.
Boog, our man Daryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
You know, part of the key to making that back foot slider so effective as a strikeout pitch is being in an advantage count as a pitcher. You really put that hitter at the plate on the defense when you get ahead 0-2. So a tight slider that bores in on you looks like something you have to go after.
So digging in, Dane Myers. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
One down, base is empty. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Taylor makes the play, 2 away down.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Griffin Conine.
2 down, base is empty. And at the plate for Miami, Griffin Conine. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw and they can't get the out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
That's ball 2.
In the dirt. Conine off of first with 2 away. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Got him swinging. 1 left for Miami. They trail things here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second, and now it's Mark Vientos. in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That one finds the zone. 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. That one is upstairs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Brett Beatty. Inside corner, that's a strike. 0-1. That's down and in.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swings and misses. 1-2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Another 1-2. That's down and in. A slider missed. Next pitch misses, and now 3-2.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over
Batting
that one.
it,
There was
the
nothing
center
cheap about the way he got
fielder,
down through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Makes the grab on the run. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run
catcher,
right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's the catcher, Hayden Sanger.
Ball.
And the 1-0. That clips the corner. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Outside low. And it's 2-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
And now it's filled up.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Mets strand 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, Graham Pauley. The
Nope,
mark
that's a
there,
ball.
ball one. That clips the corner.
Nope.
That one fouled off, 2-2. And there's a
Three
ball.
balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a
Batting up,
3-2
the
pitch,
second
and I
baseman,
tell you what, he
Javier
earned that walk.
Sonoma.
Javier Sinoja, the next to hit. First
Nope.
pitch
Ball one.
misses.
When you're taking your lead over there at
Counts 1-0.
first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Paulie gets his lead at first with nobody out. That one's in there. Strike one. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Nice, doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone, so as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Now it's the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. First offering, and it just misses.
Ball one, no strikes.
Man at first, one away.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Here's a 1-1. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. Swinging a foul out of play. Fastball for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
Ball that's outside.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 2 and the Marlins nothing. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958. Well, big power guy right there, and
Now
generating so much bat speed, it's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Now a screamer into the outfield. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Here's Pete Alonso. Grounded out his first time up. Foul ball there. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And he makes the catch. And that is that. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. But they're on top 2-0. Back here at Citi Field as we go to the top of the 4th. And now here's the Marlins DH, Jonah Bride. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Yeah, that's fouled off.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
That one in the dirt, and the count is 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Mervis.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Pulls that one foul.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
0-2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. On the ground. Toss to Alonso. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Dane Myers.
2 outs, base is empty. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. To third, and that's just foul. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Offense held in check there. We're midway in the fourth. It's the Mets 2 and the Marlins nothing. Back here in Queens, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Brandon Nimmo. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
2-0. That's a little bit low.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer
now
it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So man aboard. And next for the Mets, Starling Marte. He's 0 for 1. Throw over to first. Nimmo dives back in safely. Marte goes 6'1", 36 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Fought off foul. On the ground left side, 6. The throw to second is offline. The throw won't get there in time, and he reaches safely.
Oh, that was a great chance to turn 2 with the 6-4-3 right there, but the feed to second, maybe the most important part of starting that double play, just didn't get it right there. And these players work on it a lot during batting practice. If that feed's not on point, very difficult for the second baseman to make the turn.
Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. That one at the knees for a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
That one misses, and it's 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. And that's downstairs. And the count now even up. Check swing. Now to look down to first. Did not go. Nimmo on second. Marte on at first with nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Stowers makes the play. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Up the middle, Edwards. Quick feed to second for one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
So up next, Tyrone Taylor. Towards first, and that chance handled. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No hits, but an error to walk lead to a run. On to the top of the fifth we go. It's the Mets 3 and the Marlins nothing. We go to the top of the fifth, and now for the Marlins, Griffin Conine. McGill back to work. That one ripped, but foul.
You know, these Marlins, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They've found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Falling behind 2-1. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Fortes stands in now and watches strike one.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Fastball for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Misses, and it's 1-2. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Battling here as he fouls it away. In the air, center field. Taylor settles under this one. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, third baseman, Graham Pauley.
2 down, base is empty. Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Outside low, and that is ball 1. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Miami down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Hayden Sanger. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Ground ball to the right side. Oh, great stop. The throw, and they get the out.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive and
shortstop,
stop that ball.
Francisco.
Nice little flip to the pitcher covering.
Lindor.
Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
So the lineup flips over, and now it's Frankie Lindor. First pitch just misses. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. And that's off the outside edge, and that's ball 2.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That's ball 3. I got 3-0.
And there's ball 4.
Nope. Ball 4.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and
Now
guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Max Meyer out of the game, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for
Pitching
the Marlins.
change here. Valente Beozo.
Number 83.
He's been so good against lefties.
Valente
He did not
Beozo.
take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Juan Soto now. He's already homered here in this one. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Beozo picks to first. Lindor back in there. Now the 0-1. That's inside.
That's inside.
And that one hammered back there. That one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 5-0.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
1 out, base is empty. So up next for New York, Pete Alonso. There's a strike. Right through there for a strike. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Connor Gillespie getting loose out there. Quantrill getting loose as well. One down, base is empty. Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And misses inside. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Myers going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. And the lead is now 5-0. And we're back. Top six. Now it's the second baseman, Javier Sinoja. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Brings it in. And there's one down.
The batter, number 9.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. 0 for 2 in this one. Foul ball. The Mets leading by 5, and we're the top half of the 6th. And now it's even up. One down, base is empty. Inside. And a count 2-1. He swings and fouls one off. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's down and away. Base hit center field. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
Up next,
dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Runner on at first with one gone. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Fastball for a strike. Edwards over at first with one away. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Marte snags it, and that's the third out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Mets 5 and the Marlins nothing. Well, we go bottom 6. Starling Marte up to hit. Right through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Anthony Veneziano, the left-hander, up and throwing. That just misses. 1-1.
1-1.
And that one fouled off. This one lifted in the air, left field. Conine sizes this one up, hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Down to third baseman, Mark Vientos. lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Konai under this one. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman.
At the plate, Brett Beatty.
Beatty.
Now fly ball to right center. Stowers on the move. He's got it, and that is that.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Mets.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kodai Senga.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So now it's the
Leading off for
full
the
hitter,
Marlins,
Matt
the first
Mervis.
baseman, Matt Mervis.
Senga, 6'1" righty, 32 years old, and he was born in Japan. Pitch misses there, 1-0. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And the leadoff man aboard. Stepping in, Dane Myers. That misses, and that's ball 1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
That one fouled off. Mervis gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And now 1 and 2. Action in the Mets bullpen. Reed Garrett getting ready to go. Minter getting cranked up as well. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. There's one. Over to Alonso. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Griffin Konai now at the plate. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Hit on the ground to short. Lindor. The throw to first, and that will end the inning. Nothing to do it for the Marlins. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. And that's in the dirt.
That's down.
And that one wrapped foul. Line drive caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and
catcher,
it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Hayden Sanger. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering way upstairs. On the ground to third. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco.
2 outs, base is empty. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. A walk and a pair of strikeouts.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Check swing went around. That's strike 1.
The count.
Tap foul at the plate.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
And that one misses up and in. Now 1-2. Swung on, popped up left side. Conine, long run on his horse. Makes the catch, inning over. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes. Senga back to work. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing, and they're on the board. It's 5-1.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And up next for Miami, Graham Pauley. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And there's a foul ball. Out towards left center. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Javier.
And at the plate for Miami, Javier Sinoja. In for a strike, 0-1. And a foul ball. And ball 1. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. In the air, out towards right center. Taylor ranging after it. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Xavier.
2 down,
Edwards.
base is empty. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. That one not close. Now 1-2. Upstairs. Now he breaks his bat. Reaching down, makes the catch. Marlins get a bit closer on this homer. It's now 5-1.
Pitching for
Back
Miami.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
59.
bottom of the 8th, Anthony Veneziano.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And now it's Juan Soto.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Soto.
Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. And that one missing low. And it is 2-1. On the line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
There's a strike. Next pitch is outside. Miami's bullpen with some action. Luarber Arias, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose.
Ball. Down.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Ow.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
And it remains 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 outs. Base is empty. Brandon Nimmo will hit next.
Nimmo.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Mets go down quickly. They're up 5-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, ready to go here. And at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards. And that one a little below the knees. And we're underway from Queens. Righty delivers. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way, and as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins, and that's through there for a strike. 0-1. McGill, in his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a slider, a sinker, and occasionally works in a splitter. And takes low for ball 1.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
And that one is inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Nobody out, runner at first. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Now here's the Marlins DH, Jonah Bride. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
McGill with a move to first. Edwards back on a dive. Man at first, one away. And that one is lifted in the air. Marte sizing this one up and makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Batting fourth, the first baseman.
And time now for the Marlins lineup.
Nervous.
A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Matt Mervis stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Late swing, foul to the left. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Back here with my pal Singy. And starting in this one, Max Meyer. What do we have on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Bottom of the first.
Here's the shortstop at the plate.
Francisco Lindor.
And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
And that skips into dirt. Next pitch is outside. Ripped to first, caught.
Batting second, the
Let's
designated
take a
hitter.
look at the lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Juan Soto, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Well, this has the potential to fire up the offense. Only one out and now a base runner on first. You've got to stay out of a double play if you're going to make something happen here.
Here's Pete Alonso. Big time power. Strike one. That's off the mark, and it's a ball and a strike. Soto stands at first with one out.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Outside low, 2-2. In the air, left field, down the line. And that will drop foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Slider misses outside. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone, really making them work out there.
Hit in the air, right field. Lunges for it, but it drops for a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
But when you see that many pitches in an at bat, your chances of succeeding go up, and right there we see the result.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Hard ground ball for base knock. Coming around third is Soto. The throw in. Tag. Not in time. He's safe. And it's 1-0.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Two on, one out. Here's Starling Marte. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Oh, that hit him. No chance for a play, and let's hope the righty's not hurt on the mound.
Now pitching for
Connor
Miami.
Gillespie, ready or not,
Number
in the
55.
game now after the injury.
Connor
Really tough
Gillespie.
spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
So bases loaded with one away. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. Golden opportunity right here. That one a little bit high, and it's 1-0.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
all loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Ground ball left side, could be two. There's one. And that's quick work out of the pen. One batter, 2 outs, inning over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Second inning, set to go. Here's the center fielder, Dane Myers. McGill back to work. Just missed.
1-0.
Foul ball there. And that's off the inside edge. Now 2 balls and a strike. There's a strike. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Marte moves under it, and it's caught for the out.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Griffin.
And up next for Miami, Griffin Conine. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The next offering misses. And now it's even 1-1. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count. That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Out towards right center field. Marte going after it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Batting 7, the catcher, number 4,
Nick Fortes getting ready to hit.
Let's go, New York.
You can do it, man. And that one is in the dirt. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 out, space is empty. And that misses. And it's 2-1. Left field. Nimmo sizes this one up. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 1 and the Marlins nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for New York, Brett Beatty.
Beatty.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2 is the count.
drilled out towards left center field. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. To tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Taylor.
And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Tyrone Taylor. Breaking ball misses down and away. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Fortes makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Batting 9th, the catcher, Hayden Sanger.
2 down, bases empty. Hayden Sanger up now for the Mets. Fouled off left side. That to right. Stowers on his way in. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. And we're back on to the 3rd inning. And now for the Marlins, Graham Pauley. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Lindor puts it away, and there's 1 away.
Batting 9th, the 2nd baseman, Javier Sanoja.
And at the plate for Miami, Javier Sanoja. Fastball for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Check swing of the 0-2, appeal to first, didn't go. In the air, right field. Marte moves under it, puts it away for the out. And now it's going to be Xavier Edwards. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. Look out!
Yep,
and it hit him.
That's one of those lookout pitches. As soon as it leaves the pitcher's hand, you start bracing for impact, knowing that it's going to be hard to get out of the way of that one.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Pickoff throw. Edwards back in on a dive. Edwards off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Not in time. He's safe.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jonah Bride.
Jonah Bride, the next up for the Marlins. Flied to right his first time. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Brings it in, and that's the third out. Marlins strand a pair. They still trail 1-0. Set for the bottom of the third. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that squirts through. And a good start to the inning.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield. Took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Juan Soto. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball one.
Nope.
Runner at first with no outs here. Right through there for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Lindor the move. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Gillespie checks on first. Lindor back in there. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. And here is Pete Alonso. 1 for 1 with a single so far. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Fortes hauls it in for the out. 2 away.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. That's outside, and that's ball 1. Lindor leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
2 outs. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Mets leave 1. They lead it 1-0. Back here in Queens, on to the 4th. And here's the first baseman, Matt Mervis. pitches in for a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Vientos whips it to first. One up, one down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And up next for Miami, Dane Myers. He's 0 for 1. Ball one there.
That's inside.
Myers measures 6 feet even, 29 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2017. Pitch misses. 2-0.
Not showing great command so far in this at-bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
One strike.
One down, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So 2 down now, and here is Griffin Conine. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that one upstairs, ball one. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Close, but called the ball. And a count 2-1. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. And that's downstairs and outside. Fastball right back to the mound. Gets it to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Bottom 4, Starling Marte up to hit.
The right fielder, Starling Marte.
And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. Swing and a pop-up. Sanoha on his way over. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. He hit into a double play his first time up. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Way high.
Oh, that's
Good
too high.
purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Outside low, and it's 2-1.
You got 2 balls.
Bases empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That's ball 4.
That's
Tried another
ball 4.
fastball, but missed the spot.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the
No
plate as
matter.
well.
Number
I mean, this
7,
guy's just capable of hitting
baseman,
pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Beatty.
Man at first. Here's the second baseman, Brett Beatty. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Next offering is in for a strike. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Valente Beoso up and throwing. Quantrill warming up as well. Vientos leads off first with 1 away.
Ball 1.
That missed
2
by a
balls,
lot.
2
Yeah,
strikes.
that's ball 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two now.
Helpful.
Chases that one out of the zone. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed.
The center fielder,
Gets the out.
Tyrone Taylor.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tyrone Taylor. 0 for 1, popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. And that one lifted in the air center field. Myers makes the catch. And that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mets 1 and the Marlins nothing. Back here at City Field, top
Marlins,
5, John
the
Shelby
catcher,
with
number
Chris
4,
Singleton.
Nick
And leading it off, Nick Fortes. McGill back to work. That one missed.
You know, these Marlins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Check swing, called strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A little bit low.
That's down.
And the count is even, 2-2. Stays alive. That's
I got
down and
3
in.
and 2.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Line to left. Nimmo hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Graham.
And now Graham Pauley. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, second baseman, Javier
Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
There's a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And there's a ball.
Inside.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
The batter, number 9, shortstop.
Dominant performance for him today, Boone. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. In there for strike 1. Two outs. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder Kyle.
Now it's going to be Kyle Stowers. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. There's a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Sanoja, the lead runner at second. Edwards at first, 2 out of the inning. Inside, almost got him.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Jonah Bride in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Now a chance for Jonah Bride. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Base hit, 1 run is in. A second scores as well. It's 2-1.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
First and second, 2 outs. Mervis digs in now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The 0-1. That crosses the plate, and now they're just one strike away from getting out of this mess. The 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 2 and the Mets 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher, Hayden Sanger. Base hit into right center. So now back to the top of the order.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a run. They take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
No outs, runner at first. Here's Francisco Lindor. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
Out.
Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. Swing, and he popped it up. Paulie sizing this one up. Squeezes it. And there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Juan Soto.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Ball 1, no strikes. And another ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, double play. And the inning is over.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Mets.
and they make a change to start
Number
the 6th.
34.
The new pitcher, Kodai Senga. This is his 3rd time out this year. And now the center fielder, Dane Myers.
The center fielder, Dane Myers.
Ball 1 and a pitch inside. Close, but called a ball. And now 2-0. The other way, and foul ball. That one lifted to left. Nimmo has it sized up. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, left fielder.
And now for the Marlins, Griffin Conine. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Comes up empty. Action in the pen down there. Reed Garrett, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Minter also getting ready. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. swings and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. Right through there for a strike. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. Now one miss.
1 strike.
That's down and in.
3.
And that one pulled foul. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Line drive, and there's a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Paulie in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Part of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Marlins 2 and the Mets 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Valente Beozo.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Now here is Pete Alonso.
The first baseman,
1 for 2.
Alonso.
First offering in the dirt.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball. Miami's bullpen with some action. Anthony Bender preparing to come on if needed. Soriano getting loose as well.
That's ball 3.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Brandon Nimmo in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next offering is in for a strike.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Fastball for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
That one's in there, and it's 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Goes down looking.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Starling Marte up now for the Mets.
Marte.
And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's off the inside edge. 1 and 1. Looked like it was a little bit up. Mark Vientos waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance.
This one high in the air to left center. Konai makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Seventh inning coming up. It's the Marlins 2 and the Mets 1. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound. A.J. Minter.
For the New York
Just
Mets,
trying to keep this one close here.
number
And this is where a
33.
bullpen can give their players
A.J.
a chance to fight back into the game.
Minter.
And at the plate for
Leading off
Miami, Javier
the second
Sanoja.
baseman, Javier Sanoja.
That clips the zone. 0-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. Makes the grab. One down.
Now batting, shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
Xavier Edwards now at the plate.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Inside,
plate, ball
1-0. Minter in his 7th season, 31 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2015.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Foul tip into the mix, struck him out.
Now batting.
And up next
right
for
fielder,
Miami, Kyle Stowers.
Stowers.
He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a ball popped up. Lindor on the move. Brings it in for the third out. Miami down in order. They lead it 2-1. Ready to go for the
Leading
last
up
half of
for
the
the
inning.
Mets,
Here's the third
third
baseman,
baseman,
Mark Vientos.
Vientos.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. He's got it. And a quick out, number 1.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to
Now
put it
batting,
into
the
his
second
highest
baseman,
gear
Correct.
and go a long way to track that one
Hey.
down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Next offering is down low, and that's ball 1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
That misses, and it's 2-1. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Fouled off. He was late. Very high with that one. 3-2 down. Tyrone Taylor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Slides for the stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play.
Now
Footwork was
center
excellent.
fielder,
The arm
Tyler.
strength was there. And, of course, the most important
Taylor.
part was getting the out.
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Two down, nobody on. And that's fouled off. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Just missed.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Nothing doing for the Mets. And our score remains 2-1.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the New York
back
Mets.
and a new arm. Okay, all set to go. And now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards. Ah, that hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
That one just misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. And that's the first out.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Jonah Bride, the next up for the Marlins. And the pitch a little bit low. Ball 1.
No strike.
The 1-0. And that's a strike. Edwards leads off first with 1 away. Fought off foul. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Matt Mervis. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Late with the swing there.
Oh, he looks to have some quality stuff on the hill today. Start this outing out. Pepper in the zone. Arm is loose and firing him in there.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Back here with my pal Singy. On the hill here today, Max Meyer.
Well, because he doesn't have plus stuff, it's going to be critical that his skipper keeps a close eye on him. Second time, third time through the order, we see the OPS jump dramatically.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Lindor.
And there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. The shortstop takes the ball. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 1-2 now. And that's outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking on the backdoor slider.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
Juan Soto now.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Up and in, ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. This one in the air, center field. Corrals it, and there are 2 down. Let's take a look at the Mets lineup here. Batting second, a really important guy for them, Juan Soto.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Pete Alonso in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. And that one fouled off. He goes down looking. Down in order go the Mets. We played an inning. No score. Back here in Queens, here's the center fielder, Dane Myers. McGill back to work. Out to center. Taylor under it. And there's 1 down.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Griffin.
And at the plate for Miami, Griffin Conine. McGill, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Hit in the air out to center field. Taylor right there to make the grab. 2 down.
Batting 7th, the catcher, number 4, Nick.
2 down, base is empty. Nick Fortes, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch misses. Just missed.
Ball 2.
No score here in the second.
Ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That one gets down for a hit, and that extends the inning.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Runner at first with 2 away, and now Graham Pauley delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here at the top of the second. Strike 2.
I think he was a little excited there. Saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
That missed by a lot, and the count is 1-2. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A 2-run shot, and that gives them a lead. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins. And first offering is fouled off. Two out, space is empty. And that one upstairs, ball 1. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And there's a ball.
2-2 the count.
On the ground to the left. Toss to Alonso. Third out, and that ends the frame. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the second.
Leading up
Stepping in for New York,
the
Brandon
left
Nimmo.
fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
After scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Oh, 0-2 now. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. That's too low. And the count's even at 2. Ripped to short. Whips it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. A little bit high, and it's 1-0. Popped up. Edwards settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Baseman, Mark Vientos.
And now it's Mark Vientos.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Next offering is in for a strike. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. And they're down 2-0. And we're back. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Xavier Edwards. Just missed. Foul ball. Trying to bunt his way on. And that's just foul. That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
Two and 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2 and 2.